Civics Exam, Part 1, The Government. Review 2, The Three Branches of Government. Questions 13, 15 through 32, 35 through 40. The three branches of government: executive, legislative, judicial. In this lesson, you will review the three branches of the federal government. Executive: the President, Vice President, Cabinet. Legislative: the Congress, the Senate, the House. Judicial: the courts, Supreme Court, circuit courts, district courts. Executive branch: the President is in charge of the executive branch of government. The President is the Commander-in-Chief of the military. The name of the President now is Joe Biden. If the President can no longer serve, the Vice President becomes President. The name of the Vice President now is Kamala Harris. The President's Cabinet advises the President. Some cabinet-level positions are Secretary of State, Secretary of Transportation, Secretary of Commerce, Secretary of Defense, Secretary of Agriculture, and Secretary of Education. Legislative branch: Congress is the name of the legislative branch of government. The two parts of the U.S. Congress are the Senate and the House. The Senate has 100 senators, and the House has 435 voting members. U.S. senators serve for 6 years, and U.S. representatives serve for 2 years. A U.S. senator serves all the people of the state. U.S. senators from Massachusetts are Elizabeth Warren and Ed Markey. Some U.S. representatives from Massachusetts are Katherine Clark, Ayanna Presley, and Seth Moulton. Judicial branch: the judicial branch is a system of courts. The highest court in the United States is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has 9 justices. The Chief Justice of the United States is John Roberts. Now listen and answer. Who is in charge of the executive branch? The President. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? All the people of the state. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? Kamala Harris. Name your U.S. representative. Catherine Clark, or Ayanna Pressley, or Seth Moulton, or the U.S. representative for the state and district where your city is located. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. What are two cabinet-level positions? Secretary of Transportation and Secretary of Agriculture. Secretary of State and Secretary of Education. Secretary of Commerce and Secretary of Defense. Name one branch or part of the government. The Congress. We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years? 6 years. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? 435. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? They have more people. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? 2 years. What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? 9. Who is the commander-in-chief of the military? The President. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Elizabeth Warren. What does the President's cabinet do? It advises the President. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? The Senate and the House. The end of the review of the 3 branches of government.